Hello there, my beautiful souls. Welcome into another daily read. We're here to talk about Wednesday or thereabout. Of course, keeping in mind energy is fluid, so simply see how this reading, how this day pans out. But we're beginning with, as you can see, an overall main tarot energy. Right from the Mystic Mondays Tarot, we have the Sun card. So don't be surprised when it is a Wednesday period where you're just happy for one, if not multiple reasons. I feel like for some drawn to the reading, you're thinking back to how you easily accomplish. That may even apply to this period as well. How easily you are able to acquire, to receive what you need, what you want. You may even feel there's a bit of a focus coming to be on your ability to manifest and to co-create with spirit. You're just that good. But I do want to say as well, the day involves certain levels of peaceful energy as we're looking here at the way she's holding her hands in a very meditative state. But there's something about you needing to remember. Maybe you simply are, but for some, you're needing this kind of push or pull from spirit to remember that when you're meant to acquire something, when you're meant to accomplish something, when you're meant to further a connection by connecting with them, experiencing with them, regardless of what it ends up being for you, at this point along your path, when something's meant to happen, in change for you, maybe even, is going to happen easily. So that as well is applying to and speaking upon this happiness throughout this day. It's meant to come from easy avenues. It's meant to be created, developed, increased, even change for you very easily, because it feels like there are different types of happiness throughout this day. Okay, a very chill happiness at one point or several points, very kind of giddy energy, kind of happiness coming to be at certain points, maybe a little bit of a more energetic kind of happiness, but feels less common, all right, if that's the case. But let's keep pulling. There's, yeah, just a very sunny demeanor about you, but a sunny energy about the day as well, where they're saying there's hope in the air. But the Chariot card coming out as well, because Wednesday gives you great opportunity while you're feeling motivated, you're feeling driven. There's a sense of you not letting this drive, this motivation way of being overwhelm you or even, excuse me, overpower or, yeah, stress you out or make you nervous. It just feels like this kind of this easygoing, motivated way of being that you're needing to carry forward more often than not, okay? Utilize more often than not is what I was trying to get to. But I also want to say that you may find yourself slightly reflecting upon certain mountains you've overcome, certain things, again, that you've done easily, acquired easily, changed easily, because the day, again, highlights that some of which that you had to acquire, change, or overcome. You maybe found this to be something that had to happen for you quite suddenly, and you maybe even had stressed about it back then, and then you easily came to change this or that, or again, overcome or receive what you needed to. And so Spirit is saying you've got it in the bag, whatever this is, speaking upon for you for the near future. And it's almost as if the wheel, I'm getting a very Wheel of Fortune energy here, and they're saying two different wheels are turning in your favor. So there's a sense of there being more than one situation for you, two being the number, where things are progressing, flowing, happening for you, and I'm getting the word increasing. But let's keep pulling. I do love that before we pulled, absolutely, the Magician card, no surprise there. We again have this very red, yellow, orange, very sunny, fire-like imagery, all right, and coloring. But again, no surprise we have the Magician card coming out, as you may see one or two infinity symbols throughout this period. They're saying the possibilities are quite endless for you. But as I struggle to speak at this point in the midst of me doing readings, again, there's a highlighting of the fact that you're a manifester. I want this, I need this, I expect this, I'm maybe anticipating this, well, then that's going to come to be. And so it reminds you to basically, and I've said this a million times on this channel, to keep a close eye on what you expect, what you think is going to happen, what you say, speak to yourself, to other people, what you believe, all right, and focus upon otherwise. Because Spirit is saying that you hold an immense amount of power when it comes to this energy. And I feel it's a day where, okay, you're being viewed as a diamond, as a star, or a combination of both. Somebody who has it going on, and maybe even being viewed at in a very talented, very skilled light. But I'm getting from this, I kind of saw this as a globe. There's a reminder and evidence, coming through at certain points to show you that you have your world more in your grasp within your hands than it feels at times or in general. And so I really want to say it's a day where you feel like things are just simply going to work out more so because you have this sense of this feeling and evidence of control, this day being a time where you're easily again seeing things work out for you. And I really seem to feel, all right, a lot. I don't know why I'm getting that message, but I feel like this collective needs that for more than one reason. Let's keep pulling. Just shifting them on down, if I could even speak at this point. The Hanged Woman coming out because there's maybe an adjustment in perspective that you're needing, but also you're as well going to maybe think back to an adjustment in perspective, a change in how you are approaching something or feeling about something. And this reflection upon the past shift in perspective or approach really is going to highlight how much better you are now in regards to something like that, or may even help you adjust your perspective and or approach during your current day reality. Anyways, but I also feel as if you are hanging from the tree of your wisdom and showing off a bit, accomplishing and producing, developing really efficiently. Producing quality is now what I'm getting. Now, if you find yourself doing a decent amount of speaking at certain points throughout this day, I feel like it's just a flowing sort of speaking moment or two, if not several for some, where you might be spoken through by spirit like myself. I can't even control the messages at this point within these readings, but I wouldn't be surprised if you're just, doing a lot of speaking and getting your points across, period. But moving right along, the Four of Wands, because throughout Wednesday, again, it feels like things are falling into place while there's a reminder as to how protected you truly are, how free you actually are as well. Because if we look at this imagery, you could stand within this structure and think, okay, I'm locked in. But then they're saying, no, you're actually being supported. You have this security at this time, even if it's temporary in some way, shape, or form. But the four walls are wide open. You can choose to go in either direction. You can choose to leave behind what's at hand and switch things up. And then maybe even more so, as long as you trust your intuition, more so assist with things falling into place and being improved for you. Does that make sense? And even, by exiting that situation or being more free and maybe spontaneous, you're then creating more happiness. Because it feels like this collective, you need to remember that change does lie ahead, regardless of whether you want it, need it, or are expecting it, okay? Sure, you expect change, you maybe, again, want and or need it, and you manifest it or co-create it. That's one of your powers, like we've been saying. But it feels like there's maybe expected and unexpected changes on the horizon that are very much divinely meant to be, because things can't stay exactly the same, as I guarantee the imperfections, the difficulties stemming from it, from whatever needs to change, has been highlighted recently. It may just be highlighted as well throughout this period. But it just feels like Spirit is saying, again, you've got it in the bag. There's no need to worry, as things are going to come to be exactly as they're meant to. And it's a day where they're wanting you to trust in the process. They're wanting you to trust in us, in Spirit, in yourself, in your path, all right? And allow for things to smooth out throughout this day and moving forward, as it's really a day where, again, there's great happiness. I want to say great magic, manifestation, motivation. And it's a day where, again, things are easily falling into place. All right? So, those are your Wednesday messages. I hope they were truly helpful. I am sending you so much love and light. Do take care.